Let's talk about excuses. All right. So I'm doing this right after I did the last video. You see, I'm still flushing. I'm still sweating. I know this doesn't look like a lot of sweat, but it's very. I don't sweat that easily. So, but what I did notice in that, well, I didn't notice it in the video. I knew it before I started the video. Was I have a stain on my shirt because I ate dinner before doing this, and I almost let that stop me from making that last video. Like these little two little droplets here that you can't even tell from the sweat on my shirt. Like you can't tell it from the rest of the sweat on my shirt. And I noticed after doing the video, like it's not even actually in frame anyway. So like there was nothing to be worried about. I'm doing a little cool down, by the way. So I'm just going at 2 miles an hour. And you should be able to hear this video better, I'm hoping. I'm gonna do things in post to make it sound better, of course. But and that could be another excuse. So I can talk about that too. Like excuses trying to make this video. Not this video, but any of these videos that I'll be doing, that I will be doing. I could not figure out a good way to get my audio in the way that I wanted it. Like I want it to be like just so clear and crisp, but I also didn't want to buy more equipment because I already have a decent amount of equipment that I bought like years ago, some of it, and I'm like, we're gonna use some of this stuff. We're actually doing something this year. We are doing something now. Like this is gonna happen. So, like I said in the last video, I've been watching YouTube videos trying to figure out how to do different stuff, and none of it really helped me because I'm just gonna have to figure it out as I go along. So I say that to you, just stop making all these excuses. Like it's not healthy, first of all. Like just either you want to do it or you don't. That's what it kind of comes down to for most things. Like we can do so much. We can do so much with so little. And every time you think that something is not possible, you hear about somebody who did it. Like you just think, and I'm talking about these small things, like just like I mean I'm trying to keep from talking about content creation so much, but that's all I can think about, because that's just everything. It's everything in my feed, and it has been everything in my feed since about 2018. I think I wanted to start being a creator, and I wanted to start at first I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. No, I still do. I still want to do the gaming thing, but like I say that, that's a young man's game. It seems like you have to have been doing it for 10 years now to be successful in it. But then yet you hear about somebody who, has just been posting consistently for a year, or maybe not even that long, maybe just a couple months, and they're gaining traction, and they're blowing up, and they're not that different from you. And that all comes from belief. They just believe that it could happen, and they did the things they needed to do to have that result. And the thing that they didn't do was make excuses of why they shouldn't do it. Because I do this all the time. Every time I have a thought about doing something, or especially when someone tells me that I should do something, I come up with all the reasons why I can't. Why I can't do that thing. It's usually so stupid. Well, everybody's doing that. It's already so many people doing that. I can't do that. Those so many people, all those other people are not you. You are not doing that yet. And you're never going to do it with that attitude. And you're making excuses for no reason. I am talking to myself right now. If somebody else is here watching this, that's great, but I am talking to myself right now. Stop making so many excuses. You are better than that. You want more out of life. You can do this. You can do everything that you want to do. You just got to believe that you can do it. All you got to do is believe. How do you build up belief? Through doing, unfortunately. It's back to doing again. You learn through doing. You really learn. Belief comes through experience more than the actual doing. But you have experiences by doing things. And I'll tell you right now, I don't like to do nothing. I am lazy. Not too lazy to get on a treadmill, obviously. I mean, now, check back in a couple days. Check back in a couple days. See if I've been back on here. My plan is to do this every day. The kids are doing this thing called 75 Hard. I hadn't really looked into like the actual rules of it and everything, like what to do for it, but I decided I'm gonna treat this like a 75 Hard, which I think is just doing something explicitly every day, like for 75 days. I assume there are probably all kind of extra rules, like you gotta like punishments for not doing something or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. Matter of fact, after I get done with this, I'll look into that. About halfway through my cool down. And I don't have to talk during the whole thing. I'm just basically trying to get used to talking while I'm up here like this, because this is pretty. Is it pretty difficult? I don't know this. I'm trying to really think about it and think about how I'm feeling. Like, I talk like this all the time. This is becoming a whole different thing now. But yeah, as far as, I still make this about excuses. Like I've been making the excuse for a long time not to do this because I wasn't ready. Like, I don't know how to really talk in front of a camera for a while. And I especially don't know how to do that while I'm moving. That's bull, because I do this all the time. That's something about me. I pace. I am a pacer. I pace all the time. It's the only reason I'm not obese. It really is, because I'm pretty lazy. Like, I got this. I'm catching these angles right now, but I want y'all to know, like, I'm not fit. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at them titties. Like, I am not that fit. But I would be a lot less fit if I didn't pace and, like, just talk to myself all the time while I'm pacing. When I'm alone, like, that's what I do. Like, I have all these thoughts and I'm like, oh, I just got to get them out. And it's like I have to get them out. And I've always had the thought, like, why don't I just get them out in front of a camera and do what so many other people do? Well, I don't want to be like those other people. I don't want to be like them. Oh, I'm not going to be a content creator. Yeah. Ugh. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to have an effect on other people's lives? Like, no. Ugh, get that out of my face. Please. Because, like, getting far away from the mic, huh? I'm also testing those kind of things out, seeing how far back I can be before it starts, like, really messing with the audio. I am looking, you could probably tell I'm looking down at my monitors for the levels. And and that's another thing. I learned, like, how to do a lot of that stuff just by doing. Like, you can do stuff, and if you're trying to do content creation, like, I'm sure you've been hearing this. You've been seeing these videos. If your feed is a lot like mine, which it probably is if you're watching this kind of video, it's like YouTube is monetizing people in 30 days or something like that. A title similar to that or like the new way of vlogging, things like that. And it's people just talking in front of the camera, like and it's doing well. Like, if you don't mind showing your face and just talking to the camera about something, you can do YouTube right now. I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see in a little bit if anyone ever watches this stuff. But and even if they don't, I am committed to doing this for a while. I think, and that's another thing why you don't stop. That's why you don't start. You're so infatuated with the result. Like, I know I am. Like, you just want the result, and that's why you watch a ton of YouTube videos that show you results, because you don't want to go they show you results and the receipts of those results and the lead up to them, all that, so you feel like you did them. And that also in turn is an excuse for you not to do them. It's an excuse in your mind. Like, your mind tells you that, oh, I don't need to try to do this thing. I already did this thing. Your mind thinks that you did the thing because you've been watching people do the thing, and you're getting that dopamine hit off of that, off of their labor. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can do everything you want to do, and that's it. That's all you really need to know, is that you can do it. You can do it. You can do it all night long. Yeah, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. I believe in you. Listen, if you watch, if you see this video, know that I believe in you. If nobody else does, I believe in you. And I think that's going to be it for that. And if you wonder, when I tried to end that video the last time, I ended up clicking the stream button on OBS. Like, I really got to figure out something better for this. I just got like a tablet in front of me. And I am going to stop the video.